Good morning. We have your morning announcements. I'm going to give just a couple. We're going to go to student announcers. Then I have a special group here to honor a little bit later. First of all, we've had a new, well, it's not really a new procedure. We're just trying to follow it a little bit more closely. And it's upset some of you. And so I want to try to explain why, so you know that it's not just us trying to be arbitrary and punitive. We don't want students coming down the main hallway into the other parts of the building during lunch. And that's because there are classes in session, and the teachers say that it gets really noisy in the halls and they can't teach, and so those students can't learn. So that's why we're asking you, during your lunch period, it's only 29 minutes long. 5 minutes passing, plus 20 minutes of lunch, and then 5 minutes of passing. We ask you to stay in the cafeteria area in that hallway so that we can have quiet rest of the building so that instruction can take place. And that's for you too, when you're back in class, so you're not bothered either by noise in the halls. That's what it's all about. It has nothing to do with us just trying to make up rules to make your lives difficult here. It just has to do with making instruction possible in the parts of the building where they're actually still having class or having class. So hope you understand that. That's that is why. Pretty soon it's going to be nice outside and you'll be able to go outdoors in the courtyard. But until then, we just appreciate your help in understanding that we have that rule for a purpose. Okay, I think I'm now going to go to student announcers, and then I'll come back in a minute with mine and a special group.
Art Club is making t-shirts. They're going to be $10 a piece, and the design will be finalized on Monday. Come to Ms. Schmelzer's room to sign up if you want one, or find one of us in the hallway.
Today is the last day to buy WPA tickets for $8. Tomorrow you'll have to buy them at the door.
And we will be announcing the winners of the Ask Contest tomorrow.
Just a reminder, the Adastra blood drive is coming up on Tuesday. We still have plenty of room open for volunteers and donors. You can find all of those sign-up sheets outside the Japanese office in the science wing. You can also find there the permission forms that everyone who wants to donate blood needs to get signed.
Correction to my announcement yesterday, Dance Marathon is next Thursday, the 25th. We don't have school on Friday. You can still get a dancer packet. We're changing the date to turn in by Monday. Pick them up in the activities office and you can return them there also.
Alright, there will be an amnesty meeting today after school.
In Mr. Witty's room 235.
New members are always welcome. Hello! The first improv show the improv show of February is going to be next week. It's Thursday, the 25th, so after you go to Dance Marathon, why don't you come by and have some laughs with us in the Little Theater at 7 p.m. It's free for everyone. Also, if you're involved in improv, whether it be individual or FDIC, especially individual speech though, meeting today, right after school in the Little Theater, not in Tink's room, the Little Theater.
Okay. Bowlers are going to come on here in just a minute. Some quick announcements before that. Lunch today, hot roast beef with mashed potatoes. We don't have that very often. Spicy chicken patty in a bun, or Asian rice bowl, or grilled cheese sandwich, or hot ham and cheese, or specialty pizza. Lots of great choices today for lunch. Study table after school today in 118B. Act deck after school today in 148. Adastra applications are the usual places. I won't go through those again right away today. And baseball players, Mr. Bruni would like you to sign up with him by today. He's in room 233. And seniors, this is a reminder that all the scholarships for the Greater Cedar Rapids Community Foundation are due in the counseling office by this Friday, February 20, that must be next Friday, February 26th. This Friday is not quite the 26th yet. And there are lots of those just for WASH kids. So be sure that you take a look at those on that website and apply for any that you might qualify for. Students participating in the Engineering Experience event at Kirkwood Hotel next Monday the 22nd need to turn in your parent permission forms and your orange advance makeup sheets to the main office by tomorrow, Friday. I'm talking about WPA. Okay, now this is about that testing deal. Today's makeup day is for juniors with green passes. That's students, and today is for students with purple passes as well. If you purple pass, you go to the cafeteria during warrior time, and apparently you go if you're a junior with a green pass. This is a little confusing, but I hope I said that right. If not, I'll fix it at the beginning of a warrior time. And one birthday, happy birthday to Diamond Moore. It's her birthday today. Good luck to our basketball players. They head up to, have you seen it tonight? I haven't heard yet how Will Foreman is doing on State Wrestling. That's going on today also. Bowlers, come on. I mentioned at the assembly that Cameron Kelly swam the 500-yard freestyle race faster than anybody in the history of Washington, or faster than anybody in the history of Iowa. Well, I've got some bowlers here that accomplished something also that has never been done, at least in the history of Washington High School. I don't know for sure about the whole state. At their last dual meet of the year against Xavier, they bowled a perfect 300 Baker's game. Now, a lot of you don't know about Baker's. You may know about 300 games. 300 game is a perfect bowling game. One person gets really hot, and they have all strikes the entire time. Is it 14? What is the perfect game? How many strikes? 12? 12 perfect strikes, okay? I've seen that happen once in a while. It's very rare, but once in a while somebody can get really hot and do that. Baker's is in high school bowling, and I think college bowling too maybe, where in the third game, each person bowls an individual game for 2 individual games. Then Baker's, they bowl as a team. And there are 5 members of the team, and they bowl alternate for the first 5, and then alternate again for the next 5, and then the anchor bowls the last 2. I got that right, guys? So it's 12 frames again, and we had, can you see how that's even a little bit harder for Baker's than for an individual? Because now 5 guys have to get pretty hot. And if you know anything about bowling, you know that the tension just rises, doesn't it? I mean, when you get to that 8th, 9th, 10th frame, I mean, everybody is, and they're lucky they can even pick up their bowling ball. Everybody gets so nervous by them. But these guys did it. They had a perfect 300 game in that last match against Xavier, and we'll never forget that. That'll be a warrior record. I bet it will last for a long time. I'm going to introduce them, and I'm also going to tell you their final, their best for the year. Donovan Trimble is not here. He's home ill today, but his best game for the year was a 265, 476 for 2 game series. Jacob Benz is here. He is behind me, and he joined the varsity squad partway through the season. His best was a 250, a 444 series. He was part of that 300 game. Chris Shedloffel is right behind me. His best of the year was a 254, 437 series. Hunter Bachmeyer is not here, but he had a 228, a 432 series, was part of the 300 game. Also, Gabe Waddell is over here on my right. His best was a 214, a 403 series, part of the 300. And John Taylor on my far left with a 224 was his best. And you know, in bowling, anything above 200 is really, really good. And for some of us, over 100 is pretty good, but over 200 is really, really good. And Anthony Valente, and is Anthony, he's not here either, yeah. And he had a 214, a 356 series. So, guys, it wasn't the greatest bowling season ever. I know we had some hard times, but boy, we got some great memories at 300 always. So congratulations to our men's bowlers on a great season, and thank you for your attention to these Thursday morning announcements. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations.